fucked up. Mock you. Dumbass. So before this video officially begins, I got something to get off my chest. I did kinda mess up, but just a little bit. Look, it's my first YouTube video, bro. So allow me to mess up. Just this one time. So what happened was,
I filmed the videos in portrait mode.
and I mean, I could have refilmed this video, but I just felt it wouldn't have hit the same. Because with this video I have here, the one that you potentially might watch, it was like super raw and natural. Because in that moment I just felt like telling this story. I set the camera up, sat my ass down, and I just started talking, bro. I didn't think about what I'm gonna say, or I didn't write down what I'm gonna say. And now if I refilm it, I feel like it's just gonna look that way, whereas I'm pretending or I'm trying to follow a script, and I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be natural. I want it to be raw. That's what it is, so you're gonna take it in the format that it is. So if you are really interested in hearing the story of how this brand basically started, and you don't mind watching a portrait video in landscape, I'd appreciate that. And yeah, promise I won't do it again. I hope you watch it and enjoy. Five years ago, I started a clothing brand without any knowledge on how to run a brand. And here's how all of that came about. So now we gotta go way back, bro, to when I was a youngling. That's when the love for clothing line kind of started. And I didn't even realize it. So I should have known that this was my path, but I didn't. So there were two signs basically. So one, I used to cut up my mother's old lappies, her cloths, and make merchandise for my wrestling managers. Oh, there's another thing. The Action Man and Max Steel shit. I always wanted to get the clothing. There's also this one game called Star Doll. You can pick a celebrity and they come with their specific wardrobe that you can dress them with. And I thought that was mad fun. So I went. There were three signs. But when I got to high school, I was fucking lost. Primary school though, I wanted to be a WWE superstar and a member of Jackass. At one point I wanted to be a game designer, another one was director. Fashion designer was always there, but I always tried avoiding it. That's the one thing I wanted to do the most. I felt like ashamed or scared. Felt like fashion design is like a girly thing. Yeah, dumb thought, eh? Fucking idiot. Obviously I don't think like that anymore. I love this shit and I'm always gonna do this shit, so fuck what anybody else thinks. Just do whatever the fuck you wanna do. We like out of high school now. I'm still kinda lost, but I know I wanna do fashion design, but I'm just so pussy. I think my girlfriend, now fiance, actually told me that shit, man. She called me a pussy. That's the type of woman you need in your life, bro. I also had a brother that I looked up to and literally has his own clothing brand. This dude doesn't. And he ain't girly. He's cool, bro. My fiance's father, he does upholstery. So she hooked me up with some lessons by her dad. He taught me the basics. I eventually sewed my first tiny little tote bag there, then my first little t-shirt there. I did a bunch of scrunchies. So I got into the business. Then eventually my mom heard that getting interested in making clothing and told me she literally has a sewing machine that's just been standing there. She bought it one day. She just felt like someone is gonna need it eventually. If this ain't the sign, I don't know what is. That's where I started cutting my mother's blankets and shit and making pants. I eventually started buying fabric, practicing, learning. I've decided that I want a clothing brand and now I'm just prepping for it. Because I wanted to go the route where I wanted to make everything for myself. I was just going with the flow and enjoying what I'm doing.
Okay, I hated cutting the shit though.
Seeing your idea just turn into an actual piece, that was fucking sick to me. Check here now. If you got in this far in the video, that means I have to be doing something right. Because you've been watching a portrait video in landscape. Think about that. So if you didn't hit that subscribe button yet, bro, then what the fuck are you doing? I'll give you time to do so. And then you somehow tap the like button also. Yeah? Okay, sure. Enjoy the rest. Then I went for sewing class. To be honest, I wasn't learning much. I'm sorry, lady. Then I decided I think I want to take this seriously. And now I'm going to go to college. So now it's like 2020. I'm at college for about 2 months now. And then COVID hits, bro. College closes for a bit. And that's when I decided, like, fuck it. I'm going to just leave this shit and just start my brand and go for it. It's time to get a name, bro. The first name, bro. I really fucked with Eminem. Name is based off initials M and M. Why did I do something like that? My name was ML. ML. Marco Lee. That was the name for a bit. I kept trying to convince myself that this is a good name. But deep down inside I knew this ass. So I was like, okay, let's find a word that I really feel I resonate with and then get another way to say that word. The word I chose was misfit. I chose that word for 2 reasons. One, because like I said, I resonate with the word. For the second one, Jaden Smith's group is called Misfits. And I grew up with kinda idolizing that group. They were the coolest. They made standing out look cool to me. So that was like part of the inspiration, I'd say. Now I was looking through the options, then I came across Odd One Out, bro. That one, like immediately stuck. Then it was between Odd One Out now and Odd Man Out. The only reason I didn't go with Odd Man Out, it spelled out Omo. And I told my brother about it. I asked him, yo, what do you think of this name? And he gave me the fucking best advice, bro. That man said, why don't you call it Odd Ones Out? So instead of it feeling like just one person, you make it this collective feeling. All he did was add an S by the one, and it changes everything. We got the name, like, let's get a poster. I got my brother to give me Illustrator. Watch the fucking YouTube video how to use Illustrator, the basics. Made a poster, bro. When I dropped it, I was like, that was the beginning of a 5-year journey so far. It's pretty crazy. Learned a ton. I made a ton of mistakes, took a ton of L's. Now also I met some cool people through this. I created some fire things in my opinion that I'm super proud to look back on. I had some super cool moments and I made a couple people happy, I feel. That's fucking cool to me and I'll never not believe in this shit. This is my life. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to fucking get where I wanna get. And I know I'm gonna get where I wanna get, so I'm just gonna enjoy the journey. Safety boots. I'm out of here. Fucking dog, bro. Shit. Sorry.
Always been the odd one out. Always been the odd one out.